Hey everyone, this is TG from ToyGander.com, and today we're going to review some custom Marvel minifigures. So let's go ahead and take a gander.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying our videos, please check out ToyGander.com. That's ToyGander's official website. We've got minifigures, we've got all sorts of toys, and we also have our custom sticker packs you can print out and make your own custom minifigures. Awesome. Check them out, guys, ToyGander.com.
Alright, we're going to kick this thing off by opening up Stealth Suit Iron Man. This is an amazing Iron Man. As far as minifigures go, this is top tier. It really looks nice. This is the Stealth Suit Iron Man. I don't know a whole lot about him, but he looks fantastic in minifigure form. The whole thing's chrome painted, and they did a really nice job with that. It's hard to see some of the white lines in there, but you can see them when I put it against the light there. Here's some white lines that show up. There is actually some detail also on the legs, even though it's hard to see. In person, it actually shows up a lot better. It's got the typical Tony Stark face. He's got these red eyes right there. Looks just really nicely done. The back printing, or the white lines detail on the back, is a little bit crooked. That's my only, issue with this figure, but other than that, the whole thing looks really nice. Really nicely done. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is Black Cat. This is a decent looking minifigure. This character I'm not really all that enthused with, but looking at the character, they did a pretty good job. Black Cat is essentially like a ripoff of Catwoman, or Catwoman's a ripoff of Black Cat. One of the two, I don't know which one's which. As far as this figure goes, the actual printing's done pretty decently. There's nothing on the back. Oh, I guess there is a little bit of printing on the back. It's like a dark blue, but it shows the actual figure. The feminine figure a little bit better. In the front, I will say the printing on the face and the front of the torso is a little bit different, so it doesn't quite as blend as well as what I would like to. And then there's this typical whip that is just kind of flimsy and floppy. I know that's what official Lego does, but I do prefer when these are actually rigid. It just feels more sturdy. There's I think it's only one printing as well. Yeah, no printing on the back. This next one is a direct ripoff. This is Justin Hammer. Now, this being a direct knockoff of the Lego version, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. I love the execution on this, and I actually really do like the fact that Lego changed up the helmet. They did this also for Iron Man, and they did a solid mask that goes over the entire head versus the flip-up one what Tony Stark typically has. I really do like this helmet. Now, looking at him, they have some really nice painting on here. The overall execution on the top and the front looks really nice. A lot of detail, and they did the detail identical to what Lego did on the back. I don't know if he actually has any side printing in the official one, but I have to say just for this one, he looks pretty good. Let's open up the top. You can see the face right there. The face looks exactly like Lego does. He does also, he's included with this hair piece. Now the back is where it looks a little funky. It just looks a little bit off. Like the eyebrows don't look quite right, and same thing with the little detail underneath his mouth. But besides that, this is a really nice figure, and I do like this headpiece. I think I'm going to use this headpiece and try to customize it into a different Lego, maybe a Destiny character or something along those lines later on. Next up, we have Red She-Hulk. Now this is another direct knockoff of the original Lego version. They did, again, same thing. They did a really nice job. This is the same company that did the other one. They did a really nice job in replicating this one. Looking at the back, all the details there. Same thing with the print on the head. There's two prints on the head, one right here, one right here, and they look nice and crisp. The whole character looks really good. I'm actually really impressed. Even with the red, one of the things that, if you guys don't know, the red is very hard to replicate vibrantly, and they did a nice job of replicating that dark red on top of the black torso, which is really hard to do. So I'm impressed with that. The overall character looks great. Don't know a whole lot about Red She-Hulk, but very cool looking minifigure. Let's move on. Next up we have is Mysterio. I love this minifigure. This is one of my favorite custom minifigures I've had. Now, I did include this one in a previous video, so I'm sorry if you've seen it twice, but it's just such a cool figure, and I had an extra one. I needed to open it up and really show it off. They have a whole lot of detail going on. There's some side printing on the arms, on the feet, on the legs, on the back. I mean, there is just so much happening on with this figure. They include a very nice cape. It's one of the felt capes that Lego used to have. Really nice cape. Just the overall print on this character is fantastic. One of the obvious things that makes this one really stand out is the head. Now, I will say putting the head on top of there, so it's like a dome enclosure, putting that on there along with the cape, it can get a little bit tricky. And if you don't do it just right, it basically like sits on there and the top of the head will fall off. So that's the one issue that I have with this, but other than that, it's just such a cool looking figure. I really like the way they utilized Lego pieces to make something very, very unique. This is one of the ones that I really wish Lego would do an official one on, but I don't think we'll see anytime soon. Next up we have Bruce Banner transforming into the Incredible Hulk. This is a really interesting concept for Bruce Banner / Incredible Hulk. I have to say, I love the fact that this really translates well into a minifigure. You can see the one arm right here is already turning green. That's so cool. There's a lot of different detail, little tears, rips all throughout the whole front torso here. They even have some detail on the leg. This side obviously is still Bruce Banner. You can see the green eye right there. Very cool looking detail. Even on the back, they put a rip in his shirt right in the back, and it shows the green, which really transitions well there. It also can kind of look like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and that might be why he includes the syringe. I don't know exactly why, but it can kind of go either way. But I really see like this character transforming into like this Hulk, and then eventually into this Big Fig Hulk. But a really cool transition, and I love this character. It's a really cool addition. Now we have a bonus BrickHeadz Spider-Man figure. Here's the figure right here, and I have to say he's well done. They did a nice job putting this figure into a quote-unquote BrickHeadz form. Let me get the light a little bit closer in here. One of my biggest issues with this specific one is the fact that it is not Lego compatible. Wah wah. If you look at the top here, the actual pegs are a little bit smaller than Lego, so unfortunately it does not interchange with it. So that is my biggest issue, and they don't really do a good job of advertising that it's not Lego compatible. You just kind of assume that it is. So with that being said, and putting that aside, it's a nice figure. Looking around, I like the spider on the chest right there. Whoop, his arm just kind of popped right off. But you open up his head, and you can see the little guy right in there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can't zoom in well, but there's a little minifigure within this BrickHeadz. I think that's just a really cool concept. I like that. And his head swivels, and he does all the other things that BrickHeadz can do. So very cool. I just wish he was Lego compatible. And here are all the characters together. Time for a few shoutouts. Omni Chico, Miles Coleman, B-Boy 101, Mega Man #1 fan, Phil Gilmartin, Soraya Ahmed, Joshua Holston, and Red Hood 9. Here's a thumbs up to you. Thank you so much for watching Toy Gander. And guys, it's that time of the video. There's one figure somewhere on the screen that's just not quite right. The first person to find out which figure that is and puts it in the comments below, I will give you a shout out in the next video I do. I want to thank you so much. Please guys, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. It helps out the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, you can help us take a gander.